morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Morning, Jamie. Morning, Faisal. Morning, Haley. How are we all doing on this very fine Friday? Got a little bit of sunshine outside today, which is crazy. Back to the lovebird. So I'm just going to darken this bit on his head because I just feel it needs just to be a little bit darker. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and do these pieces because this wing overlaps these pieces. So if I get these pieces in first, then I can bring the colours over the top. So that's my kind of plan for today, to try and get this top wing done. So back doing our lovely little lovebird. Blue, I think we called him, or her. Hi Natalie! How are you doing? You're good. Currently waiting for the village bus, which is always horribly late. Yeah. How's everyone doing today? I tell you what, this morning it was so cold when I woke up. I put this jumper on, and now I've just had a cup of coffee literally just before the stream started, and now I'm really hot and I'm thinking I need to take it off. The sun's outside. Honey orders and honey gift sets. Ooh. Interesting. Jamie's cold. Stick a blanket on. To be a little bit darker down here. I think it's just getting that little patchy bits on the little lovebirdie's face, because he's got these little bits where the feathers are just slightly, ever so slightly disturbed and ruffled. It's cloudy and windy where you are. Oh. We've got the sun. It looks really still outside and it's sunny. I think that's a little bit better with the patchy face. Morning, Artsman. No sun here at 4 AM. No, probably not. What's the weather forecast though for your part of the world? Right, let's go to this end now. I want to get in this shadow that's down here. Sunny, warm, etc, etc. I don't know, I mean, we've got the sun and it feels quite warm and I'm thinking I need to take this jumper off. What's the weather forecast? Let me have a look. 17 degrees, mostly cloudy, with a high of 21 Celsius and a low of 15 Celsius. Windy conditions from 10 till 6, with sunny conditions expected at 6. Okay, so we'll get the sun just as we're going to sleep, apparently, but and I remembered to actually use my standing desk this morning, so I have raised my desk. I am standing as I'm drawing and it feels really weird. Shouldn't make any difference, right? I've already done an hour's worth of writing today. I was really pleased yesterday because I actually I wrote a short story and sent it off. I get a newsletter from a publisher called Flame Tree, and they publish a lot of science fiction, horror, fantasy sort of stories, books, I should say. But they have this newsletter, and every month they send out this newsletter, and they have a theme. So the theme last time was Nightmare Avenue, where people had to send in stories based on the idea of a Nightmare Avenue, and I didn't do that one. But this month they said the story theme had to be something to do with fantasy, with the theme of veins of the forest. So I sort of conceived of can't be more than 1,000 words, so it's really quite short story. So I came up with this idea for a story, I wrote it down and I submitted it to see if it will get into their newsletter. Loads of people write in and try this. I've got in once before and they pay you like 80 quid for the story. What kind of books do I write? Well, in my day job, I write romance for what you would call Harlequin over in America. but I want to get into sort of fantasy horror because that's my jam. Standing and drawing does seem weird, to be fair. Yes, it feels it. It feels weird. I feel like I'm hunched over more. I might lower it midstream and sit back down again when my legs start to ache. Who knows? But I was really quite pleased with the short story because of, hang on, I'm just looking for, I think I'll just use this Payne's Grey because it's just got a slight blue to it underneath. Just lately when I've been writing, I think I've mentioned this before, I've not sort of felt the joy at all. And I've been scrapping a lot of the pieces that I've done because I've just been like, oh no, that's rubbish, oh no, that's boring, oh if I'm bored, the reader's going to be bored, and so I just sort of scrap it. And I haven't sat down and really felt the joy in ages, and yet with this short story, it just flowed. Sometimes you get these moments where the writing just flows out of you and you forget the time. You're so busy getting this idea down on paper, trying to make it as beautiful as what you see it in your own head. And I was able to do that the other day, and it just felt so good to sort of get that back again. You get a cute animal every day, Jamie. What are you saying? Actually, I think I need to put in some indigo. Shadow. There's dark blue in it. Thanks, Faisal. Is Friday going to have to become Bird Friday then or something? Petition for a duck. Started doing these little cards for trunk or treat at my new church. Posted a few. Oh, okay. Gonna pass them out to the kids with candy. Do you mean trick or treat? Or is trunk or treat some sort of I don't know what you mean by trunk or treat. I'll go and have a look in a minute. Hang on one sec. Let me go and have a look at these cards. Gallery. Oh, cute! Oh, I really like that. Like little treasure islands. I like those. Trunk or treat is a group of people who pass out candy from the trunks of their vehicles. Sounds a bit dodgy. It's not. I know what you mean, but when you just say it like that, it's like, okay. Duck. It's like ducks getting a vote here. It's supposed to be safer for the kids. Yeah, I mean, it's a strange thing, isn't it? You tell kids don't talk to strangers, don't take, don't go off with strangers or things, but then you tell them it's okay to sit on Santa's knee at Christmas. It's okay to go and walk the streets and knock on people's doors and ask for candy, and yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, people would get arrested for that in the UK. Oh dear. Right, okay, I've got to look at this tail feather. Let me think, how am I going to do this? Just trying to see where I've put my lines. There's a line here. There's a line here. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then you have that one there. There's that one there. Okay, just so I can see whereabouts these markings are. It's not very safe to have them go door to door anymore, seems like. Well, no. I mean, look, was it in America that that young lad who just went and knocked on someone's door? I can't remember why he knocked on their door and they shot him. And it was just like, I can't remember what the full story was there, but heartbreaking. Let me go in with, do I want the Payne's Grey? Probably, yeah. Let me just think. Now these go up here. Those are underneath. I'll just do it to there for now. Sorry, these tail feathers are really sort of complicated. On the flip side, you could pass out candy and stuff kids in the trunk of your car. Yeah, see, that's another thing you get arrested for. Yeah, it's so weird. People are weird, aren't they? I mean, they just come up with these crazy rules about not what you can and can't do. Right, that is where the blue starts to overlap, so that needs to be there. Right, okay. Kind of got those lines in, so let's go in with a little bit of, let's sharpen this pencil. Has anyone seen the 1990 movie The Witches based on the Roald Dahl book? I think so. I mean, I've certainly read the book. I think I've seen the movie. Who was in it? That is a larger. I knew there was something that wasn't quite right there. This is a larger patch of grey here. Rowan Atkinson. Ooh, you know, I don't know if I have seen it. Let me just let me Google the. Let me Google that and see if the stuff reminds me of anything. 1990. The Witches. Film stars Angelica Houston and Mai Zetterling. The plot features evil witches who masquerade as ordinary women and follow a boy and his grandmother as find a way to foil their plans of turning children into mice. I'm looking at the movie poster and I have this vague memory. I mean, I couldn't tell you any details about it at all. Well, no, I know you wouldn't do that. You wouldn't turn any children into mice. You'd turn them all into birds. Fly free, my pretties. Fly free. Yeah, I love Roald Dahl. I think my favourite book when I was a kid, because I used to read, I always had my head in a book. I liked The Twits. The Twits was my favourite one, where the wife feeds the husband. He thinks it's like spaghetti, and it's not. It's like worms from the garden and things like that. I used to get that book out of the library all the time and read it all the time. I read it over and over and over again. I used to love The Twits. It's another classic children's film Rebecca hasn't seen. No, probably not. Danny the Champion of the World is your favourite. I don't know if I've read that one. Did I read Danny the Champion of the World? What's that one about? This is where I'm just going to spend all Friday morning Googling references now. Danny and the Champion of the World. A young English boy and his father William, they live in a gypsy caravan, fix cars for a living in their mechanic shop, and partake in poaching pheasants. No, I don't remember reading that one. That probably wouldn't have appealed to me. I like things like James and the Giant Peach. Things like that. And Coraline. Fantastic Mr. Fox was one I read almost every day. Oh, yeah. Pheasants. Used to read Xanth series. I think is what the series was called. Xanth series. And I've got to look that one up now. Xanth. Oh yeah, Xanth series. Also known as The Magic of Xanth. The novels are set in the fantasy world of Xanth, in which magic exists and every human has a magical talent. Ooh, they sound really good. How many books are there? Oh, there are 45 Xanth novels. Wow, okay. Yeah, Rosie's she's a bit hyper this morning. When I got up, normally she waits outside the bedroom door, and then as soon as you get up, she tries her best to sort of trip you up and break your neck. But this morning, she was waiting with her dog bed in her mouth, looking all excited and happy, and dragged the dog bed all the way down the stairs. And she's just a little bit hyper today. I don't know why. Fantasy books, yeah. I mean, that's the sort of thing I would have read, but I don't think we had them over here. But I'll definitely have to go look them up. Right. Let's get some blue down, shall we? Let's go for... Let me put these colours away. Payne's Grey goes there, indigo goes there. Let me swap out my blues, the browns for my blues. Right. Wozy. When you were very small, you loved Dr. Seuss. Yeah, Dr. Seuss was really good. And the HTTYD series. What's that? What's the HTTYD series? I'm not getting the I can't work out what that was. I used to like Enid Blyton and Famous Five, Secret Seven, all those. I need to sharpen this pencil. Oh, How to Train Your Dragon. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, they came out when my kids were kids, so I didn't really read those. But yeah, Secret 7, Famous 5, C.S. Lewis, you know, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, all those. Black Beauty, I think I read over and over and over again. Let me sharpen this pencil because this needs doing too. Right, so this goes up here. We have this lighter blue section here. C.S. Lewis did a sci-fi series too. Did he? What was that called? I might have read it, but I can't bring anything to mind. Right, so this bit here, I'm going to have to kind of make up all by myself, because in the actual picture, you can see up there that green leaf comes down over the bird. So I'm just going to make that bit up. Eek. Right, I just need to... yeah, I think it just needs a bit of this blue on it. Just that's better. Yeah, that's the blue I was looking for. So I'll go in very lightly with the normal blue, and then we can do in the darker colours over the top. The Space Trilogy. Let me look that up. The Space Trilogy. C.S. Lewis. No, I never looked at those. I never saw those. Out of the Silent Planet, Paralandra, and That Hideous Strength. A philologist named Elwyn Ransom is the protagonist of the first two novels and an important character in the third. What is a philologist? Someone who studies the history of languages by looking at literature. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Right, so we have a very light bit here. See, I learn so much sometimes when I go on these streams. You think you've read everybody's books, you think you've read their backlist, and it turns out they had another series you didn't know anything about. Person who loves words is the literal translation. Ah. Okie dokie. Right, now I think I need... What is the best way to do this? I think a line here that's pretty straight. And it goes up to where this starts to curve down. And we have a little section that's also just a little bit rounded here. But this bit going up to here is pretty much the same colour with a little bit of shading in, so let's get that in. Try and take this down in the direction of the feathers. Right, and this blue goes into that one. So has anyone got any good plans for this weekend? I've got my second physio appointment this afternoon, so I'll be going off to do that, where I tell her that yes, of course I did all the exercises every single day that you prescribed for me, knowing full well that I did not. Not all of them, not every day. Okay, so that's a nice base layer there for that. What a cute little birdie. I like blue. Right, which would be the best colour for this? Because it's kind of like there's almost a teal quality to this blue. Do your exercises, Nicolette. Yeah, yes, Jamie, I will. Of course. I did start off doing them. I did them very diligently for the first week. But it was, you do that thing where you do something and you feel like it makes you worse. I know sometimes you have to be made worse before you can get better, but it was just like, it's causing me more pain. So I still did them, just not as frequently or as many sets as she required me to do. And I haven't realized or noticed any improvement. It doesn't help that she has the same condition as me, the plantar fasciitis, and she's had it for 2 years. And it's like, well, if she's a physiotherapist, she must be doing these exercises, and she's not getting better. So, you know, wasn't exactly the best advertisement for these exercises, but. What did you have to do? What did I have to do? There's one where you have to put a water bottle in the freezer and then use it to roll on the underside of your foot on the arch. You have to do that back and forth. And then there was one where you literally put your ankle over your knee. You sat down, you put your left ankle over your right knee and pull your toes up towards your knee, so you sort of stretch out the underside of the foot. That was another one. And there was one where you had to put a rolled up towel on the floor, and then you stand with your toes on this rolled up towel and you go up on your tiptoes and then come down again. And what else was there? Oh, you stand with your hands against the wall, almost like you're about to be searched by the cops. And you put one knee against the wall and you sort of stretch out the back leg that's behind that one. So those were sort of like the sets of exercises that I had to do multiple times. But oh, you've made the bus, Natalie. Excellent. Are you literally watching me on the bus? That's cool. Faisal has you panicking with conversations from 3 different apps. Well, you know, multitasking. That's what it's all about. I don't think that's the right blue. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is the right blue. Yes. This feels like the right blue. I can smell bacon. Someone's cooking downstairs. Who wants a bacon sarnie? Clearly Nick's cooking. I'll put the order in. Yep. Right, I just feel that this just the greys in these just needs to be a little bit darker. Whoops.
It dries up and now there's just one road to take. It's growing up over with green. So easy to drive on, but not what it seems. The poison is spilling upstream, and it's taking out every living thing. Who told you that you were no good? There's no use in trying, and even if you could, it wouldn't come out like it should. This stubborn kazoo just covers these words. Could you listen to somebody?
I think I'm getting used to this standing up and drawing lot.
Only drink from the thoughts of yourself. Are you under the canopy spell? You're digging your heels and spread the
It goes darker again. Sort of up here. I don't want to take it too dark though, because even though in the reference picture it's got that green leaf above it which is casting this darker shadow on the top, in my picture I'm not going to have that green leaf on the top, so I don't know whether I should still include that shadow or whether just to keep it a sort of middling blue colour. I could do whatever I like really, can't I suppose? Doesn't have to be an exact replica. Just trying to get the gist of the picture. We're never getting my phone number. Right, I need like no, I think this blue would be better just to go down here. Perfecto. A baby elephant in a diaper. Oh my god, right, let me just leave that blue out there so I know which blue I'm using. Oh my god. A baby elephant in a diaper. That's the most random thing. Right. Baby elephant in a diaper. Yeah. Okay, so can you see what I'm drawing? Yeah, you're in the shot. Oh, hang on. big body, don't they, the top? Oh, let's give him a little few tufts of hair, because they have little tufts of hair. Happy elephant. And they have, oh, he's got to have his diaper on, hasn't he? How do you draw a diaper? Got like a safety pin. Hang on, it's got to go through the fabric. So, there we go, safety pin. It's got a weird body. Never mind. Yeah! Baby elephant in a diaper. That was quite a fun one. Cute. Right. What was I doing? Right, now about here there is a line. Okay, so that's that. I think I need to put in like there's like a grey over this. So let's put, I'm just going to do it very lightly though. Grey. Let's put in think I might put in the blending solvent just to get into some of these areas. That might work. In fact, I think I will. Right, hang on. Let me get my brush. Better. Taking away some of that grainy look from the paper. Right, I shall let that dry. While it's drying, work on a different section. Right. Right, so here we've got see, up here we've got the blue that just sort of comes down into this section here, doesn't it? So try and keep that smooth line. Here I've got this section that comes this way. Cute little birdie. Very pleased with this so far. I was not pleased with my map that I had to do for Inktober yesterday. The prompt was map, And the only thing I could think of to do was like a children's pirates map, and it was just, I just didn't like it. I was not happy with it. I posted it anyway because I want everyone to see what I'd posted, but I think it's, even though I felt embarrassed to post it, I still think it's worth posting when things don't go right as well. Right, I'm just going to bring some of this blue into this grey. You loved it. Oh, thanks, Jamie. I didn't. I was just like, no, it just didn't look right. What is the prompt for today? I've forgotten. Prompt for today is golden. So, I did think about doing the obvious of doing a golden retriever, but I'm trying to stick with like fantasy, so I'll go with a different type of golden. So I'll put that on later. I quite liked Dodge. When we had Dodge, I had no idea what I was going to do for Dodge. And at first I thought, well, there's the Dodge car. The makers, the people who make Dodge cars, and I thought I could just do like their emblem, which was like a bull's head or something. I thought that might do. And then I was talking to Becca about it. We were out on the dog walk, and I said, oh, the prompt is Dodge, and I don't know what I'm going to do, and I think I might just do this Dodge emblem. And she just said, get out of Dodge. And she just said it like an old Western thing, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I could draw the entrance sign to the town of Dodge. So I was quite pleased about that, because it was Becca's suggestion. It sort of came out of nowhere. I just move that mark. So I did the entrance to the town of Dodge and tried to make it look as Western as I could, and had a hanging skeleton hanging from it and everything, and I was so pleased with that one, because I'm trying to draw stuff that I'm not looking at someone else's source picture. I'm trying to come up with it myself, so I'm not using someone else's reference picture to copy from. I'm just trying to do it from my own imagination, and yeah, just going for it like that. And it's been really, it's a real lesson in letting go of wanting to be perfect, because that's my big issue that I have when I'm creating, is that I want it to be perfect, and if it's not perfect, then I'm not happy with it, and I'm like, oh, I can't show that to people. So I'm trying to sort of fight that. And you know, no one's perfect, right? No one is perfect. And it's just allowing people to see that I'm not perfect. Becca to the rescue. Yeah, absolutely. Becca was to the rescue on that particular one. Well, Becca can't copyright the image because technically I created it, so might have been her idea, but you can't copyright an idea, so you used to post your early stuff on Facebook. Got a lot of encouraging feedback. and I'm still not as good. Oh, well, thank you for the compliment, Artsman. Yeah, I think a lot of people can be very encouraging. You know, most people will be encouraging if you're trying something and you're showing it. A lot of people will be very encouraging, and they're the sort of people that you want around you, right? Right, now that line comes down there, so this needs to just go up a little bit more. I think I'll use, where's that dark indigo? I might use that for just where this shadow is. I think as well it's almost a lesson in trying to let go of being in control of everything. I think people who have anxiety experience anxiety from when they're not in control of something. I know that's how it affects me. And I'm deliberately putting myself in that spot each day where I'm like given this prompt to draw and I'm coming up with it myself and not being perfect, copying off something else and making people think, oh, isn't she amazing because she's drawn this beautiful drawing, and validating me, if that makes any sense. I'm sort of like trying to let go of being perfect and just showing that I'm not. You know, that's why I like doing the doodles when you guys ask me to doodle, because I'm not using a source picture then, and I'm just sort of coming up with stuff out my imagination, and you can see I'm not brilliant at it. And but it's fun, and it's like, that's okay. This art I try and get perfect as much as I possibly can and do a good replica of a drawing, because this is the stuff that I actually want to sell, and I want people to recognize what I'm drawing or what I have drawn. And I like realism in art, so that's what I choose to do as my style. But yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to say. You'd be an amazing teacher. Oh, thanks, Natalie. Always encouraging and calming. I did used to be a teacher. I taught English, GCSE English. Oh, thanks, Jamie. Your picture of Natalie is almost identical to how she looks. Well, yeah, I mean, you know. But she did tell me what she looked like, so wasn't just drawing it out of thin air. I just need to take that. Oh, I knocked my iPad over. That grey that's just above. Just need that just to be a little bit darker. So we can see it's connected. Does that look about right? Yeah, that looks about right to me. A bearded man waiting at a train station with a suitcase. Okay. It's random suggestions. Right. A bearded man waiting at a train station. Okay, so we'll have the line here. This can be there's the yellow line that you have to stand behind. And let's have feel like, oh, actually no, let's put him in if we have him in like a pinstripe suit, then he can arms go to just slightly below the waist, don't they? Don't remember which side Guy's buttons are on, but there we go. Let's give him a tie. And he's holding you say suitcase or briefcase? Suitcase. Have two little wheels. I'm gonna have a big sort of, you can have a strap around it because that's what we sometimes have when we're carrying a case, just to hold it closed. Bearded guy. Okay. I don't know why, but it looks like a Jeff. If there are any Jeffs around. Platform 1. There you go. Who's that, Natalie? There we go. There you go. Bearded man waiting at a train station with a suitcase. Oh, you're at the train station. Is that what you can see? Did I draw a guy similar to you? Right, now I need to put in oh, there's some little teal bits just here. Not teal, what do I mean? Cyan blue. Just a little bit. Just to fill that in just a little bit. Okay, and these feathers come down here, so it comes down quite straight. No, it was a woman with a red suitcase, but you decided to switch it up. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. So it sort of comes across here to about this level. He's come down quite far. So this will be nice and dry now. Where I put that blend it solvent on. Natalie, just take the picture and compare it to that. No, don't show him. The people are so clueless at the station. I feel bad. No one knows what train to get on. Now, when you say the people are so clueless at the station, do you mean the staff? Or... hang on, let me turn that. It's wonky. Passengers. Okay, because sometimes it's the staff, to be fair. I always worry that I'm going to get on the wrong train. I can ask until I'm blue in the face, which train do I need to get on if I'm going to so and so. I say, oh, you need to go on to platform 2. It'll be the 10:37 train, and I will look and look and look at my ticket and constantly be looking at the board, because I'm just utterly convinced that at any moment the 10:37 train will suddenly turn in, have a different destination or something, and I'll have got on the wrong train and gone in the wrong direction. Just get paranoid about stuff like that. I don't use trains very often. Like, it says it stops in London, but people don't understand it's the final destination is not the same thing. Yeah, I know what you mean. You love trains. Oh no, cars are definitely my favourite form of... I get a funny head on trains because I can't see directly in front of me, so I only get the windows either side whizzing, with stuff whizzing past, and it just affects my my vertigo. That's why I like being in a car, because obviously you have the windscreen, you can look directly out ahead at you, and so the movement makes sense to my stupid brain that isn't wired up correctly when it comes to travel. Right, now I can put in those darker bits. You prefer horses? I like horses. I mean, I can ride a horse, but only if they trot or walk. I can't do canter or gallops. If you've got horses, they are fast. They certainly can be. Where is my dark indigo? Where did that go? I feel like I've lost a colour. Where has it gone? Ah, here we are. That's a bit better. Right, okay. Hi Moose. Hello, hello, hello. Right. I had to tell Becca off yesterday, guys. She committed a heinous crime. She started singing Christmas songs. About time. No, she did not steal her pizza back. No, she started blooming singing a Christmas song. So you can cut that out right now, Missy. I mean, what's the world coming to? I heard it in a shop, and then she started singing it. Now is not the time. You have to wait until Thanksgiving. Well, we don't have Thanksgiving here, so so when is that? November 24th, something like that? We normally say we don't start celebrating Christmas until after Jack's birthday. And his birthday is early December, so we always have to wait until Jack's birthday is out of the way. And then we're allowed to celebrate. So can you see where I added that blend-in solvent? It now allows me to add extra colour over the top of there that I couldn't get in before. You've been singing Christmas songs all year. Oh my god. blocking Rebecca. Oh my god, Hayley. Oh, your birthday's December 14th. Okay. Do you ever get that thing that people struggle with what to get you because it's like, well, we'll just do you a joint Christmas and birthday present? Oh, the tea fairy's here.
Hello, chat.
Thanks, Nick. Thank you. Oh, sweeties.
See you later.
Thank you. You leave your lights up all year round just because they look nice. Well, yeah, sometimes they can look nice at night. I know someone else who leaves their Christmas lights up all year. Someone forgot to take the Christmas emotes from last year. Yeah, it does save taking them down. Yeah, Chesnick has been and gone. He has delivered the tea. So hang on, I've got to have a slurp of that before it goes cold. We have there's a guy who has a bungalow as you're driving out of our area, and every year he does this massive display of Christmas lights. I mean, his house looks like Christmas threw up on it, basically. But he does it for charity, and he always has this light display to music, and he will always run it from, I think it's like 4:30 in the evening till like 7 o'clock every night, and people will sort of slow down when they go past his house to sort of take pictures, or people will park up and then they'll go and obviously stand and look at it. And he has buckets out the front for you to donate for the charity. That he never asks for anything himself, even when like utility bills were sky high for like electric and gas and stuff like that, he still ran the Christmas display, and it always looks amazing. I mean, he must spend a fortune, and every year there's new lights. It's not the same ones every year, it's new lights. He takes them down every January, he starts putting them back up again in November, and he's done that every year that we've been living here, and we've been here for 18 years. So the guy's dedicated, to be fair. He likes that look like a light giant threw up. Yeah. Well, then you wouldn't like it then, Natalie. You really wouldn't like it. It's all over his roof, it's over his chimney, it's on his guttering, it's in every single window, it's on every bit of wall, it's all in the driveway, it's down his fences, it's in his flower beds, it's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. But it is stunning. It makes me wonder what the inside of his house looks like. I think that would be interesting. Yeah, I like a good display. I mean, we don't do it in our house. We're not like that. We don't go crazy with lights and stuff. We set up a tree. We have a couple of other little bits and bobs, but we don't go mad with the lights outside or anything like that. It's just the way our house is designed, that there are no low like gutterings or anything that you could attach lights to. We do have a projector that you sort of sit on the driveway and project it up at the house, and it will, you know, put snowflakes on it and moving snowflakes, or you can change it depending on what season you're in. So, you know, you could have pumpkins for Halloween, or witches, or bats, and things like that. We have different things on this projector, but do we get it out? No. We had the good intentions, but now the kids aren't little, we just don't bother anymore. Sipping my tea. Have a drink, everybody. If you aim at a tree, it looks like there's a bunch of fairies. Yeah, you can do anything like that. I feel like that comes... Actually, it just comes down that little bit more, doesn't it? I think I need a different shade of that sort of that's a little bit better. I just felt like those lines at the back end of the bird were just a little bit too stark for me. I didn't like them. Right. I just want to say this bird is cute. Oh, thanks. He's a cutie patootie. Yeah. Dark indigo, where have you gone? Need you back. Right. Shall we talk about Faisal's reading abilities? Not the pancake. See, I feel there's a conversation going off here that I'm not privy to. So I don't know what a pancake has got to do with anything. So you're going to have to explain. A packing pancake. Explain, please. So I'm trying to drink my tea before it goes cold. She was talking about packing and I read it as pancake. Right, okay. Received and understood. I deliberately have not used the slice tool on this birdie yet, but this will help bring some of the feathers into a starker relief once I use it. Just not using it as much as I should, maybe. He also read vowed as voted. Okay. Well, I mean, we all make these sort of mistakes, even those of us that read English all the time. I mean, is English your second language though, Faisal? Yes. So there we go. I mean, I don't think I could read a second language as easily as I probably read English, and I still make mistakes with English, so. Right, so that goes that way, and then we have a little bit of feathers that go this way. So let's here to about here, and then it gets a darker blue. Okay. To be fair, I always read the first two letters and just. Do you mean letters? here, this is lighter. Letters, that's what we knew. That's what we knew you meant. I mean, I would not be able to read Faisal's language. I wouldn't have a clue. So, you know, he's doing brilliantly. Leave him alone. I won't have bullying in my class. Sorry, I'm drinking my tea. I have to drink it before it goes cool, otherwise I can't drink it. Nick will drink something if a skin forms on top of it and it's just ugh. That just ugh. Is that my name in Arabic? I wouldn't have a clue. Oh wow, thanks Faisal. I think it looks very pretty. If I do say so myself, but I wouldn't have a clue which letter was which. Right, and then I need like a darker, these are darker blue bits here, aren't they? These go here, it's almost like an X.
You're all I need.
Time to get a tattoo. You read it back to front. Yeah, I knew that bit, but still, I mean, I wouldn't. See, I feel like my Nicolette is quite a long name, and that looks quite short. So it's. I mean, do Arabic letters, are they all individual, or do they, like, each marking represents a sound rather than a letter? I don't know. Right, and I need slightly darker. And then underneath that, I just need just this blue in general. Okay. From right to left, and that was confusing to me when I started learning English. Yeah, it's consonants and vowel markings. The dots are vowels. Huh. So do you read Arabic then, Natalie? No, hang on, I need... This has a little... No Hebrew, but there's similar, like the first letter looks like the Hebrew. I wouldn't know how to pronounce that. Ayin? So we have letters, and these things you put next to the letter. Ayin is just a silent letter that's usually assigned a vowel sound. It's interesting, isn't it? I love language and words and things, but I've never well, I'll be honest, I've never even tried to understand or work out Arabic. No, I mean, they don't teach it over here. You know, English gets taught in, well, I would think quite a lot of countries, not every country, but in quite a lot of countries it's offered as a second language thing. But over here in England, the only thing we were ever offered to be taught in schools was French or German. So Arabic would never be, you know, something that was put on the curriculum or anything like that. And I know it's impossible to offer every single language that there is in schools because, you know, they just don't have the finances to do that, but so it's on a level with Chinese. Some schools do Chinese or Arabic as modern language for A levels. Do they? I mean, they didn't when I was at school, so I'm obviously just talking of my own experience. It was just, you had to do French, and then when we got to our GCSE options, we were allowed to choose German, and I did actually pick German because I just couldn't get on with French. I just didn't like it. But German I had more of an affinity for, and I could understand more. Almost every country teaches English since it is a world-known language. Yeah, exactly. I think Spanish as well is getting up there as well. In my area, but where I am, the joke is every kid's parents are university professors. My parents were definitely not university professors. My mum worked in a factory. My dad was he used to be a coal miner. And then he became, well, he'd been in the army. He was a coal miner, and then his last job that I knew him in was a swimming pool supervisor. So he was a lifeguard, and he was called a plant man. And basically that meant he was in charge of the chlorination of the water and keeping the water clean and at the right temperature and checking on the filters and everything. So he was known as the plant man. And the best thing about my dad being a swimming pool guy is that we got to go swimming for free. So we would go every night after school, 5 days a week. My family is definitely rich in their history. Yeah. Sometimes not for the best. Oh, look at that. I'm molting onto the page. When my dad worked down the mine, there was a tunnel collapse, and it collapsed on him, and he was trapped face down in this tunnel. It took hours for them to rescue him, and when they pulled him out, he had this big, I'd say about this, maybe the length of this bird. He had a scar on his back that was about this long and about this thick, that ran across his back where the tunnel collapsed onto him and it ripped open his back. He was really lucky. It was just to the side of his spine, that the bit that came down on him did not actually come down on his spine, but off to the side, because I think that probably would have left him with more injuries. Yeah, it was pretty much a miracle that he survived, and he stopped being a coal miner after that. I can't work out why. There's some connection there. I just can't work it out. You live next to a lot of smart people, Natalie. What happened? Why does Natalie bully Faisal? Let's try and work this out. You all like each other, really. You've got A stars across all your subjects. Crikey. I mean, well done. That's really good. What subjects did you take? Right, birdie, unblur, unblur. I just need that little hint of cyan there as well. So I know I'm taking a long time over this little bit of feather, but I'm just sort of trying to get it right, because it goes in all these different directions and there's a lot of shadowing. Uh, screenshots to prove he started it. Okay. Don't argue with a woman who's got screenshots. You did a international baccalaureate style curriculum, so everything all the way to the end. Okay. Focused on history. If you're. Oh, right. Okay. A particular period in history, or was it quite a broad sweep? World history. Oh, okay. Oh, why have we blurred? Look at the birdie. Look at the eye on the birdie. Unblur. Camera. Don't know why it does that. Black. I need my black. You learn ancient Greek. Wow. Cool. Understand why it's blurred out on me. Right, okay, so we have this bit coming down here. These sort of, that's where I'm going to get the overlap there. So I have this coming out under here for shadow. I wonder if it's worth just marking in where these bits of shadow are going to be first, and then I can do the straighter parts. So that one goes there, and this one comes around here. Goes up there just slightly. This part of the birdie has a little feather there. And then we have this bit that comes out and meets up there. Okay. Yeah, I know, it's very blurry. I can't work out why it's not. I'm trying to get it to even focus. Perhaps it's got tired because we've done 2 hours. I know more British history than a lot of British people. You probably do, yeah. So anyway, seeing it's gone all blurry. Oh, there we go. It's sort of fed back out. So yeah, I think that's where I'll leave it today. I think next Friday we'll try and get in this blue feather here, well, feathers, and this line in the tail feathers, so he can shake his tail feathers. That's not the tail feathers, is it? This bit is. Ignore what I said. But yes, so that's what we'll do next week. So, hang on, what's this? My favourite thing to do when I'm visiting a city is visit historic places. Yeah, absolutely. I think when you can get a sense of the history of the place that you've gone to, I think when you're literally standing there in the, you know, in the present day, looking at stuff that was built hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago, and it's still standing, it's quite an amazing thing to do. But yeah, so yeah, okay, so thank you all for joining me today. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend. Go out and do something nice, treat yourself, And I might be on over the weekend with some gaming streams perhaps, and if I'm not, you'll definitely see me on Monday. Okay, so thanks for joining me, guys. Take care. Bye.